Hello, everybody. This is Marshall Townsend, and I'm on the Growing Leadership blog. This is a new thing that I'm starting out. This is episode number 1. And as you know, I've already started my Owning Leadership podcast is out there. But this is kind of the extension of that, is wanting to grow our leadership. And something I've talked about for years. And after becoming a member of the John Maxwell team, I really got some steam behind me on being able to help people and help individuals and companies transition themselves to grow themselves in terms of their leadership and ultimately their bottom line, their profits at the end of the year. Because we know if we grow our leadership, the company will grow with us. And that's what I love to do, is help people and companies make that jump. So today on this episode is my initial episode, number 1. And I'll tell you, here's the other question I have. Marshall, it's a blog. Aren't I supposed to, type a blog? And the answer is no. I'm really bad at typing. I'd rather just speak my blog and post it out there for you. So I hope you enjoy. Today, I want to talk about some reflection I had from this weekend's John Maxwell team's Think Tank Day. Right now going on this week is the IMC, the International Maxwell Certification Training. And on Saturday, they had an event for all those that are in mentorship and above, and the levels of mentorship and above, to be attend and be able to listen to some of the key leaders within the John Maxwell team, to include John himself. So the day started out with, listening to Paul Martinelli and Chris Robinson. Chris Robinson is the new president of the John Maxwell team. And they really gave some great insights. We also had John talked. And then we had Christian Simpson talk about coaching, and we had Roddy Galbraith talk about speaking. But the one individual that I really took some really notes on, besides John, I always take notes when John's talking, but was on the CEO of the John Maxwell Company, and that's Mark Cole. Now, Mark Cole has been running John Maxwell's companies for 20 years? He's been with John for 20 years, and I'd have to go back and look at the timeline when he became the CEO. But he is an amazing leader, and his insights on building an organization, building a company are just key. So my takeaway from that is he gave us a list of about 10 things. I got to look here at my numbers. He gave us 10 things to think about in terms of opportunity. Okay? So here they are. So first of all, inside every problem, there's an opportunity. And then very quickly, I'll go through these with you. But for each of us as individuals, once we have an opportunity, do we see opportunity in times of crisis? Do you see opportunity in a challenge? Do you see opportunity in change? And do you see opportunity in excuses? Do you see opportunity in rejection? And do you see opportunity in hard work? Do you see opportunity in obstacles? Do you see opportunity in failure? And do you see opportunity in the spirit of wrongdoing? And those are really insightful thoughts to sit down and talk. So what you do is you write those 10 things down and then give yourself a score. Yes, no, yes, no. And I really like the last one. Do you see opportunity in, I said spirit, but in spite of wrongdoing? Because I'll tell you what, when you see in an organization that things are being run wrong and people are making wrong decisions and bad decisions for the company and for other employees in the company, that's an opportunity to me as a coach and as a leadership trainer to find out why. Why are we doing that? And to search for ways to create a leadership atmosphere that does away with people that are making bad decisions, people that make bad choices for the organization. And I'll tell you, the number one thing that I've learned is that people make bad choices in an organization and do wrong things when they don't feel ownership or that they are a part of that organization. Because you know that if you own the organization, you're going to make sure everything's done right. But if your employees don't feel a sense of ownership, they don't believe that they're on your team, they will begin to work against the team. and a lot of times against their own interests. So some really good takeaways on what Mark Cole was talking about this weekend. So here's what I'm going to do coming up. I've got a couple projects in the works. I still got my podcast, the Owning Leadership Podcast, where we talk about taking ownership of yourself, your business, your dreams. And I'm going to launch my Mark Your Ball series. Now, let me tell you about this. Last year, I had the opportunity to speak for the First Tee programs, Joe Louis Burrow's Leadership and Skills Academy, when it came to Boise, Idaho. We had about 100 kids from all over the country, junior golfers that came here along with their coaches. And I was the keynote speaker for that. And I wrote a speech and a presentation for that, which I've now evolved into a book that I'm writing. So what I'm going to share with you is we're going to take each of the chapters of that book, and I'm going to speak and teach upon them. And I'm going to invite you to come join me with that. So what I'm going to do is down below on this post, there'll be a link for you to be able to sign up to come. I'm going to do it on Facebook, okay, on a closed group page. So you got to get the invite to be able to come join me on the group, okay? So looking forward to that. I'll set the post down below where you can start signing up for that. And then over the next few days, I will continue to add advertisements. I think I'm going to shoot for next Wednesday to go live that event. I'm right now, and a lot of that's got to do, we got the International Maxwell certification going all the way through Monday. Got a lot of things happening, but my target is Wednesday of next week, being able to start with chapter 1 of the Mark Your Ball series. So look forward to have you in. Thanks a lot, and tune back in for when I do my next blog. Have a good day now.